hear him out. I barely know him.
Hello, and welcome to the Hear Him Out podcast, a conversation with my friends and I about how God speaks to us and asks us to hear him out. This week, I have Tyler and Brian. Woo!
Yay. Yay.
Okay, so let's talk. So this is Tyler's episode. You guys still didn't understand the concept, I think, of how I'm breaking it up into 2 episodes.
A little bit, but also
We got it.
We're just gonna, you're just gonna roll with it, and you're just gonna, So we're just gonna have Tyler's episode.
Yeah.
Next week will be your Brian's episode, but like we're recording them at the same time. Yep, next
We're
week.
coming back next week.
Yeah, coming
We'll
back
be
next
in the
week.
same
I
bed.
will not change for an entire week.
Yes.
We're gonna
Mhm.
sustain it. Yeah.
We put more
Yeah.
effort into the fit than
Understanding what was happening.
Yep. Yeah.
Podcast. Cool. We're
Yes.
messing up.
But thank you for the fit. I appreciate it.
We're-
Y'all talked in the group chat today if you were actually going to do it or not, and I was like, please do it. Please do it.
Yeah.
As soon as that
So.
conversation happened, we started to call each other
Yeah.
and FaceTime, and
Yeah.
we figured out what it was
Working
gonna
through.
what it was
Perfect.
gonna look like. But
Okay, Tyler, tell us about yourself. Usually how I do it, because I know y'all haven't listened to my podcast. It's okay.
Do a little bit. Like
Thank
an
you,
episode
Brian.
and a half.
Which episode?
Daryl, and then some of Ivan's, and then I got it.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Mhm.
So basically, we just talk about you. We introduce you. We talk a little bit about like how we know each other, fun memories, and that's it. And then we get into the question.
cool.
So hold it a little bit closer if you can.
Yeah, I got you. So I'm Tyler. I'm a 25-year-old adult
That's a lot.
man.
Yeah.
I'm really a child that is just goofy and loves to have fun.
Mhm.
But for the most part, moved to Dallas this year. So back in January. I'm originally from Nebraska. So Lincoln, Nebraska.
Your mom's calling you.
Oh, my mother.
ICE, it says.
Yes. In case of emergency.
Oh.
Yes. I will have to text her back. So give me
Oh,
one
okay.
quick second. Brian, can
Oh.
you talk for a little bit?
Okay.
Tell us about Tyler.
This is Tyler. We met at the porch in, I want to say, late January, early February. Not sure the exact time, but it was.
You have it in your phone when you met him?
Oh, that is so sweet. My heart.
Oh.
My heart.
First message.
Oh, okay, never
Okay.
mind. I was like, my heart
I was
is
like,
actually gonna melt.
But
It's in his calendar.
I do have it in my calendar.
Anniversary, friend anniversary.
Wow, I will have to get that from you. Yeah, we met. JP had came to town to give a message to the porch
Mm.
about spiritual warfare, and
Oh.
we were saving a row for a bunch of friends, and he was just sitting in the row. So just went up, shook his hand, talked to him for a little bit. Not much derived from that, but the week after, we were waiting to go into the porch, waiting for the auditorium to open, and was dancing and was being very goofy. And then I made eye contact with Tyler, and I was like, okay, so now I have to address that.
Yeah.
I can't just kind of like walk
Yeah.
away. So that's when we just, I guess, hit it off.
Mm.
And,
Aw,
yeah,
love it first.
cookies.
Well, love it second sight, I guess.
Yeah, second sight. I had to make sure. I had to pray about it.
Yeah,
But
for sure.
Dang it.
Hey, as he should, man of God.
Oh, yeah,
You know?
100%.
You didn't pray about it? That's crazy.
I just knew.
Mm.
No.
Well.
But yeah, so met Brian and then got connected with a bunch of other individuals. So a couple people that have already been on the podcast. So Ivan, Daryl, met a guy named Davey, solid dude.
Davey's coming on soon, guys.
Davey's coming on soon.
Yeah.
Love that. Love that.
A dog.
But then, yeah, just started meeting all of the guys and then met all of the girls shortly after that. So we just kind of got connected
Yeah.
through mutual friends.
Can I be honest? I don't
yeah.
remember when we met.
That's okay.
Okay, do you remember?
The exact day, not the exact day,
Okay,
but
you don't have it in your
You
calendar.
were standing there while I was dancing awkwardly, and then I talked to Tyler. I feel like you were there. I could be wrong.
I could have been.
yeah,
I
But
could
like
have
that's
I don't know if y'all had like.
we hadn't met.
Yeah.
I think we started to get interactions with one another
Yes.
in let's see, like mid-March,
Okay, that sounds about right.
because we we hung
'Cause
out
it was definitely
at Red River,
Yes.
and that's where I met a lot more of the group,
Gotcha.
like Noah and Joe. And then you were also by association, but then mid-March is when we officially kind of like, hi, I'm Izzy, hi, I'm
Yeah.
Tyler, that kind of
Yeah.
thing.
I feel like it was probably just at Watermark, like
100%.
working from home at Watermark or something, like something like that, probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, were we friends when I lost my job?
Yes.
We were.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
It was shortly
Oh.
after Tough Mudder when he got in the group.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was kind of
Yes.
in between because I was like, I can't, like, that's my
Good
timeline.
though.
That's how I use timelines. I'm like, okay, Tough Mudder, then I lost my job, then
Yes.
like,
yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Major,
So I'm like-
major life event.
yeah. So
Absolutely.
I'm like, what era of my life were you,
What
my friend?
portion of life
Yeah.
did
No,
you see?
because I feel like I remember, like, yes, I feel like I remember that because like a couple weeks later, like when we went out to the 1050 barbecue, and I feel
That was
like
before that. I met you before.
no, but I'm
that.
just saying I remember like we were friends then. 'Cause
Yes.
that was like right
Yeah,
after
yeah,
I
yeah.
got let go, and then I remember that like we were all at 1050 together. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
So it was around then.
It was around.
But okay, yeah. Anyway, so tell us more
Yeah.
about yourself. You
Sure.
yeah. Nebraska boy.
Nebraska boy. So born and raised Lincoln, Nebraska. Home of the Cornhuskers. They play today, and it's a night game, and it's
Ooh.
kind of a waste of a night game. Not gonna lie, it should be a blowout game. We'll see.
Go Huskers.
If we lose, I'm gonna cry. It's
Ooh.
okay.
Okay.
That's a typical. I mean, it's very similar to the Dallas Cowboys fans, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna get
Hey,
too far into that.
They had a pretty close game. I was talking to my dad about it yesterday, and he was like, I'm not that disappointed because they
did show very well.
Yes,
they did
he was like, they
great
showed
job.
up, and it was a very close game.
But the game itself to start off the NFL season was wicked.
Yes,
weird.
yeah,
Like vibes were off.
yes, for sure. I mean, there was also a delay and everything, like
yes, and then CD Lamb couldn't catch.
yeah,
anything.
yeah, there was
But-
that. And first game
Yes.
without Micah, it's
Yeah.
sad.
It's rough. It's a rough day.
Yeah. Anyway.
But born and raised in Nebraska. So parents both in Nebraska still. Family is all in Nebraska still. So I'm really the only one that's outside of
The
Nebraska.
black sheep of the family.
Basically. I have 3 older siblings, so 2 older brothers and an older sister. All of them are in the faith, which is awesome.
Praise God.
And then we have, let's see, in the family, there's 5 granddaughters and 1 grandson.
Wow.
So I have 6 nieces and nephew.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is so much fun. So I'm
That's awesome.
I'm the fun uncle.
The Funkle.
I rile them up and then send them home with their parents.
Love
Great.
it.
Love that.
Yep.
But yeah, so that's,
And then what do you do?
So I'm a wedding DJ. So on weekends,
Yeah.
I have clothes.
Great.
It's great. I have wedding clothes. This is one of the first suit jackets that I bought with my first paycheck from the job.
Nice.
And that was 5 years ago. So I've been a wedding DJ for 5 years with over 150 weddings under my belt.
Jeez.
Yeah, I've DJ'd a lot, mainly in Nebraska. I've only DJ'd once in Texas so far.
Okay.
So, once or twice.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
you're also like the manager.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm the general manager for the company right now.
Yeah.
So it's
Potentially my future boss.
potentially the future boss.
If Complete Weddings gets enough business.
We
then
we keep going.
Yeah.
We keep having events.
so if
but-
anybody out there is getting married,
Hit me up.
and you
Call
want me
me.
to coordinate your wedding, and you want Complete Weddings and events to do a bunch of stuff, then
Yeah. We
Hit 'em up.
provide a good amount of services: DJ, photography, videography, coordination, photo booth for
Your-
weddings and events.
Yep.
But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Great. Okay. So Should we jump right into the question?
I think that's the purpose of a
Well,
podcast.
yeah, no, but I don't know if
I
there's
don't.
anything else.
Brian, do you have anything?
Is there anything else that's like? Is there anything else
Okay.
burning on your
I
heart
have
that you
nothing
just-
burning.
Okay, great.
I'm not burning. It's good.
So, okay, tell me a time in your life that you felt like the Lord asked you to hear him out about something.
Sure. So honestly, I feel like I've heard a lot. Just because it's kind of a consistent question, because our youth group back in Nebraska called J247, where it's a junction 24/7. So you can either go the Lord's way or the world's way. And honestly, the way that I see the question is like, are you going to go the Lord's way or the world's way? And that's kind of a consistent question that's like, hey, are you going to see the benefits of going with the Lord, or are you going to continue to go down the path of, hey, I as a human know what's best for my life? There are times where I have for sure heard the Lord out and was like, okay, like with work, with this moving from Nebraska to Dallas, Texas, definitely something that I was like, this is nerve-wracking, because I would be leaving all of my friends and family. I would be living on my own. And I really didn't have community, but that was the thing that I knew is going to be a basis on how I can continue to go forward.
Yeah.
So with me being a 25-year-old, I knew of the porch ministry at Watermark Community Church, because I came back in 2022 to Texas to work as a summer camp counselor.
Pine Cove
City.
Shout out.
Go Pine Cove City. But yeah, so, and that is another time where it was like, I had just graduated college and I was like, I don't know what to do with my summer. Let me work as a summer camp counselor. Another time where I heard the Lord out and dedicated my summer to a ministry. And so when I moved, I was like, I kind of based where I was going to be living off of proximity to either a decent church that I had heard of, or, hey, there's church opportunity.
Yeah.
Where I could church shop. I didn't really need a church shop because I just landed at Watermark and was like, I love this. I'm going to stay. Love TA, that lead pastor. Love Kylan. Both of them have kind of.
I'm sorry. Do you mean Tom Hardy?
No.
No, you're back on that.
She's still
I
on
never
that.
was off of it.
She has not been off of it. She saw Kylan and was like, dude, I'm like,
Is that Venom?
is that Venom?
Is that Venom?
Do you ever get that you look like Tom Hardy?
Whoa. I was talking to Gabe, who's on porch staff the other day, and he was like, I see it. He was like,
He also wears glasses.
whatever.
He's blind. Yes.
He was like, I could see. He was like, I never really thought of it before, but like, I see where you're coming from, and
it's a observation that you're like, oh yeah, this could be a thing.
If you're listening, look up Kylan Perry. Actually, I'm just gonna put it on the screen right here. Kylan Perry, and then Tom Hardy, and tell me that they don't look alike. I'm not saying they're doppelgangers. I'm not saying they're doppelgangers.
She's gonna be doing this in post, and she's gonna be like, how do I do this?
I know how to edit.
Okay, that's fair.
Editing skills.
I know how to edit.
Rudimentary.
I knew how to edit.
Rudimentary.
Okay. Anyway.
Elementary, my dear
She's gonna
Watson.
Put a picture of Kylan. And when it's Tom, she's gonna put another picture of Kylan. Same person.
Same person. Obviously.
I am actually going to do that now because that's really funny. Anyway.
But yeah, to kind of go into it, it's like most of the decisions that I have either experienced or like where I've had to dedicate a lot of thought is like, all right, what would the Lord have me do? And like there are times where both are solid options.
Yeah.
And the Lord says, hey, both of these paths can be a blessing, but it's a continuation process of, hey, don't pursue it the way that the world would. Pursue it the way that I would, which is how you kind of go about doing things.
Yeah. That's also like, that's always like kind of a hard, like, a spot to be in when there's like two good decisions. In other words,
For
it's kind of
sure.
like you can pick. And I'm like, but I don't want to pick though. I'm like,
Yeah.
you pick. That's the whole point of this.
I'm literally asking you.
Yeah, that's
tell
the
me,
whole
tell
point of
me what I'm
asking.
supposed
It's
to be doing.
I don't want to be in control.
100%.
Which I do. I always want to be in control. But like, I'm like, that's the point of me surrendering this one. I'm like, I don't want to be in control. You pick. And then that's always like the tough like thing where you're just feeling like the Lord's like, no, you like.
I'm giving you
like,
this.
Yeah,
like,
I'm giving you the option.
Both have been ordained by my decision.
And,
both are good options.
Yeah.
You're the one that, like, you're the one that's going to fall short.
Right.
And when you fall short, how can you bring it back to me?
Yeah. I think it's just, I'm like, Lord, you know what I'm going to pick. So just tell me what I'm going to pick. So that like,
I've always been like, if I flip a coin and it lands on a decision, am I happy with this decision or do I want the other one? Because then it's like, all right, the coin is deciding my fate.
Yeah.
And if both are good options and I flip a coin and then I'm like, I wanted the other one, then I go with the other one. Because then I'm like, I wanted that one originally.
Yeah.
If I'm unhappy with the decision that a coin is making, then I have a better decision of how I can move forward.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
the coin flip doesn't really help a lot of the time because either one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so hard. Like, can you tell me a specific example of like when the Lord was just like, you've either option's great, like you pick, and you were like,
literally the move.
Okay.
So I was either going like, my boss originally came to me in Nebraska in July of last year and was like, hey, would you be willing to move to Dallas, Texas? Take some time to think about it. Like, your position as operations is not in jeopardy. You've been doing a good job at operations, but you could also move.
Yeah.
And so it's like, because I would either be staying in Nebraska and doing the same thing that I had been doing, which was hiring, training, scheduling, DJs, and all of the staff that we had, or go to Dallas, Texas, and take over another franchise. And
were you taking it over?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was kind of like
we bought. So the way that our system works is we're a franchise system, so we're all across the nation. Essentially, this franchise had already existed. This is one of the first franchises. Okay. So been around since 1980s.
Wow.
So old.
Yeah.
Old.
Older than me.
Yeah. Older than me.
And both of you.
It's really not that hard. Anything before 2000.
Come on. That's fair.
But it was like, all right, old franchise had the owner had been wanting to sell. So that's the conversation that my boss and I had was, hey, would you want to move? And I was like, I mean, I've wanted to move, but do I what would that look like? How's it like? A lot of the details were up in the air.
Right.
And it was up in the air because we didn't know if the previous owner for Dallas would be selling. Because he'd previously scrapped deals and was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So I really didn't know if I was going to be moving until like November.
Wow. And then you moved 2 months later.
I picked my entire life up. I found an apartment in December and moved in January.
Wow. Dang.
So a complete life change in the span of 2 months.
Yeah.
And was like, I don't know anybody. I knew 0 people.
That's crazy.
I had a friend who lived in Fort Worth that works for the PBR, so professional bull riding.
Oh, cool.
He's a videographer, and I'm like, cool, awesome, love that. But other than that, I knew 0 people.
And Fort Worth is far from Dallas. Like, I feel like a lot of people, well, to me.
To you, yes. To
Yeah.
me, I'm like, it's like 45 minutes. That's not that bad.
That's not that bad, but it's like with traffic and stuff, it could be like an hour, hour and a half. And
Sure,
it's like,
sure.
Like with no traffic, it's 45 minutes.
I'm used to driving every so back in Nebraska, I would drive every Thursday from Lincoln to Omaha, which is the same distance as Dallas to Fort Worth. Yeah.
How long did it take?
Well, there's not a bunch of people living between Lincoln and Omaha. Like,
so probably like 30 minutes.
It took me 30 minutes if I was going a little bit faster than the speed limit.
Yeah.
Which is 80.
Did y'all hear that? Get them. Get them, cops.
I am a good person. I made sure nobody got hurt. That's what a bad person. Shut up. I'm nice. I'm good.
You're not saved by your works.
Obviously, clearly. And I'm single. Hey,
yeah. If you didn't see the hat,
rep the hat,
ladies.
Rep the hat.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's kind of like that. As far as hearing God out on that stuff, I mean, it's a constant thing where I'm like, all right, am I going to make a decision based off of what I think is best?
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, I'm like, I know a lot of general concepts of would this be good for me in the long run? Because I've had to learn, okay, actions have consequences.
Mm-hmm.
That's something that a lot of people just throw out the window. It's like, all right, your actions do have consequences.
Well, if it isn't the consequences of my own actions.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, how can I continue to move forward while also being like, I don't need to be 100% set on something.
Yeah.
I just need to know and continue to tell myself, hey, like the Lord provides.
Yeah.
There's a song, it's by Coqui, Coqui. Cool dude. But it's the title is My Lord Provided.
Mm.
And I heard it because of my buddy. His name is Caleb Williamson. Love that dude. Shout out Caleb. So we led a group of high school boys back in 2020. Yeah.
Wow.
So 2020, they graduated back in 2024 in May. And I was like, oh my, this makes me, yeah, I know. Shut up. Okay.
Well, you were 20 at the time that
I started with him when I was 20.
Yeah. So
I graduated high school in 2018. I had to wait a year, and then I started in 2020 because that's how our high school ministry kind of functioned. It's like you could work in middle school or wait and work in high school. Yeah. And I was like, I'll wait and work in high school. But it was him and I, and we had like 6 high school boys.
Wow.
And I was like, these, just hanging out with them, getting to teach them. I was like, yeah, how can I teach you what I wish I would have learned?
Yep. Yeah.
That's a lot of what ministry is like taking your own experiences and sharing them to the next generation.
Yeah. Here's what not to do, kids.
Don't do what I did.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. Okay. So the Lord will provide. That's the song you're talking about.
Yeah. So song, I just enjoy it because it's like, the main message is the Lord will provide. Like my Lord provided. When I thought that I knew what I was doing, or when I thought that XYZ would be best, it wasn't. And so I was able to have that way back to the Lord because he's also never that far away.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Is there any like particular ways, like when you were making the decision to move, like is there any particular ways that like you felt like the Lord was like speaking to you specifically, like through scripture, through a sermon, through people, like anything specific like that?
Great question. I really talked with a couple of individuals because, like I said, we didn't know if it was going to ever happen.
Right.
So I had like the way that I went about it was I talked to our head youth pastor and was like, hey, I know I shouldn't start with another group because this is a potential. And if this happens, I'm going to be involved in these kids' lives for 6 months and then leave.
Mm-hmm.
That's just not beneficial.
Mm-hmm.
Because then they get to know who I am for 6 months. I get to know them, but I don't get to invest in them.
Yeah.
So I talked with him and I was like, hey, I just need to kind of talk about this and see what that kind of would look like. Thanks. Solid burp from downtown. That's crazy. From downtown. Yeah, it went up and down. That's insane.
Almost felt it in the couch.
Almost. Not quite. Not quite. Yo. No, but I talked with them and was just like, hey, like, what should it be this? And they were like, this is a solid opportunity. What should I do?
What should be this?
What should I do? What should be this?
What
Great
should
question.
be this?
Great question.
I think that's gonna be the episode title right there.
What should be this?
What should be this?
Crazy. My English not good.
Why say
EFL.
many word when few word
EFL.
do trick?
Exactly. I'm Kevin. But
What should be?
I
You
could be.
would be Kevin.
Thank you. Yes, Kevin is one of the greatest characters of The Office.
Mhm.
Just gonna say it. The chili episode. Oh, I felt so bad for him.
Mm.
How's your chili?
It was your chili.
I'm
What?
asking you, how's your chili?
Our chili is great.
Hour?
Yeah. Whenever my family makes chili,
Oh.
solid chili.
Mm.
It's got beans in it because it's chili with
Okay.
beans.
It's like
I was
Chili
like,
with beans.
chili without beans is not chili, in my opinion.
See.
Oh, no.
That's just like meat soup.
Okay, but all of us are not from Texas. So people in Texas say that the chili doesn't have beans in it.
both are-
What?
Yeah, I mean, Kojo says it. No such
Kojo
thing as
says it.
beans,
Yeah. And that's Texas?
and that's Texas.
Okay, I don't know the words to that's Texas. Okay.
That's unfortunate.
Man,
There's no such
I
thing
never
as chili
know.
with beans. That's Texas, home with a blacktop fiddle.
What?
Ain't got a band with that, ain't got a fiddle
Okay, that's
with a capital T.
it's just meat soup at that point.
Pretty much.
That's literally just like meat and
Yeah,
sauce.
yeah,
Like
diced
the whole
tomatoes,
thing
yeah.
of
Diced tomatoes,
Yeah.
diced onions, meat.
no beans. That's crazy.
Sauce.
Sorry.
Do they have rice
So-
in their
so
chili?
in PA, then beans are like a staple.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta
I don't know
teach
about a
y'all.
staple, but that's
Nebraska-
just like
Nebraska does chili with cinnamon rolls. It's amazing.
It depends on it because my dad can make a very good sweet chili, and then I would honestly put that on.
Dude. No. You don't. Okay. You don't put the chili on the cinnamon roll.
Okay, no, okay, peel apart it and dip it in there. I don't know.
You don't peel it. You just have
Please tell
chili,
me I'm wrong.
cinnamon roll. You eat the chili. You eat the cinnamon roll. That's it.
If
You don't dip it.
If they're being mixed, why not mix beforehand?
No.
That's like
they're mixing down here.
I don't
you know?
like it.
exactly. You
What
want
is
rice
that?
and beans at a restaurant?
Rice and beans.
Okay,
normal-
rice and beans
is
is
very normal to
normal.
mix.
Yeah, so you don't mix things.
No.
So I was one of those kids growing up where even in the dividers, I was mixing all of my food up.
You're like the
so
opposite
he's a
monk.
strange child.
Do you know who Monk is?
Oh, I love Monk. Yeah,
Monk is
you're
a
the
TV
opposite
show.
Monk.
Like it's a TV show about this guy with like like extreme
He's got
OCD,
extreme
Oh, yeah.
OCD.
and he like has to separate all of his food. Like none of
He
his food
has
can
to
be
touch
touching.
every single pole.
Yeah, but he's a detective. It's a really good show. It's really funny.
Okay.
He looks
Anyway.
at it with a different a different lens.
Yeah,
And he's
my
like,
family like grew up on monk. But anyway, it just reminds me like anytime somebody's like separating their food, I'm like, oh, so
Yes.
you're a monk.
Oh,
Okay.
so-
So you're the opposite. You're like, mix it all together.
Like it's
mix
going-
it.
Wait,
all
it's not
together.
touching? I need to
Oh,
fix
is
that.
The best of both
Yeah.
worlds.
Yeah. Dang.
No, it
Okay.
has some crazy looks.
That's
Thanksgiving
great.
is just. I will say I don't mix the green bean casserole.
Okay, good.
That's one of my favorites.
I love green bean casserole.
Me and my dad can eat the whole pan.
Oh, I could eat the whole pan.
Finish.
I could eat the whole pan.
Well, I saved some for him.
Yes.
we
You're
have to
kind.
share. We
Yourself
have
is
to
like that.
share.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I am doing the
Yeah.
sacrifice for you.
Anyway, so we were like on a rabbit
Dude, that
hole.
happened. That happened.
We did.
Okay, what were we talking about? Okay, I was asking, we were talking about like how the Lord has spoken to you. You were talking to the one guy. I don't remember how we got on the topic of food,
Okay.
but
I don't know how I got to. Chili with beans.
I don't know how we got.
I don't know how we got to chili with beans.
So anyway,
Hang on. My brain. Let's see.
it doesn't matter. So anyway, we were talking about like you didn't want to commit to the boys, and so you were talking to like
Yeah. So I talked with him and was like, "Hey, like both are a great opportunity.
like staying.
Staying and
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
Like,
Should I stay or should I go?
Yeah, great song.
Yeah,
Love that.
That's the only part of the song I know.
That's really unfortunate.
Anyway,
Are
we surprised?
My brain does that. My brain thinks in music. Not surprised at all. But in thinking like, hey, both are great opportunities, bro. Both I have the ability to do a good work.
Yeah.
Because like when making decisions, yes, you play a part in it, but really it's God's story and you're just a character.
we were talking about Kevin. That's how we got to chili, guys. I just remember
The Office, yes.
because you messed up the word. Sorry.
I wasn't listening. I was thinking where we.
Why
were
say
at.
why say many word when few word do trick?
Yeah.
And then we went chili, and then we got to chili with bean. Okay, now we tracked it. We've tracked it. Who was
Sorry, I
calling
just
me?
had to say
It's
that.
your decision, but it's God's.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
need to take this call. Can you handle this?
Yeah, we're gonna go back to. Okay, well we can just pause it too.
Thank
So anyway, we can get back to the.
And now we're back.
And now we're back. We had a brief intermission.
Intermission. I had to take a phone call, and Brian had to pee.
Potty
So.
break.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So anyway, where were we? We were talking about
Decisions on
Decisions.
the move.
Yep.
Yeah, full circle. So in making the decision, I was like, all right, how can I continue to be a light when I don't know anybody? And so like talking and making the decision of like, right, if I was to move, where would I move to? And basing it off of, hey, this is general location of where I would be at. And these are the locations that are decent neighborhoods based off of crime statistics or
Love it.
just like people that family or friends of family have known.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, settled on a location, figured out where I would be in that location. Then when I came down, because I came down in December,
Mm-hmm.
I think that it was
Okay, we're back
spring.
yet
We can
again.
actually do
So
this.
sorry.
It's gonna be fun.
My alarm went off. Debray.
I don't know what is he doing. Oh, hello. Hi. Sorry. Yes, we're back. We were having a cute moment. You were saying.
So you were saying
I was
you're
saying.
trying to figure out where to move.
Yeah. But in that, I was just like, all right, well, Lord, what would you have me do? Because I went to Pine Cove City back in 22, and it was just like, you'd be going back to Dallas, and it's somewhat of a new environment. You know, general locations of where things are. It's kind of a decision where you can have the ability to choose.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I was here with my boss, I went to a sermon at, let's see, I can't remember what it was about.
At Watermark?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
December?
yeah,
When you came down?
in December when I came down, because essentially it was that time of, well, the boss and I were clearing out and looking at a bunch of stuff, and so we, both of us basically were doing 60 hours a week of just cleaning out their space,
Mm-hmm.
and categorizing everything, and just
Mm-hmm.
it was quick. But I went to a sermon and I was just like, yeah, I really don't need the church shop. I'm good. I found a great place. Found it. Sold.
Yeah.
They're preaching the gospel. They're being open and honest and continuing to shine that light.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's kind of how I made the decision in moving. Was, yeah, it's really either option is like I can be a light in either option.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so good. I think like there's been times in my life like where I remember this was a couple years ago when it was like right after I had moved to Dallas. It was a couple months after, and like, my internship had ended and I was looking for a job, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do nannying. I didn't see that, but I
It's
sort
okay.
of saw it
Yeah,
at the end.
you're good.
Anyway,
Don't worry about us.
and
But anywho, so back to what you were saying.
and there were two options.
I wasn't paying attention. Can you repeat everything?
It was 3 months after I moved to Dallas, and I was like, okay, internship's ending. I want to do nannying. I was burnt out, and I was like, okay, I can either like there were two different nannying positions that were like open that were like both wanted me, and like basically both the same amount of money, but one was like 1 kid and one was 3 kids, and then one was like a very consistent like 9 to 5, and the other was like kind of weird hours and everything, but like would have been fine. And I remember just going to my mentor who I was living with at the time. And I was like, literally, what do I do? Like, there's 2 good options. Like, what do I do here? And she just kind of came to me and she was like, you just whichever one like fits your life more, fits your schedule more, like that, like you can do the most ministry with, like, you know, like it's, both are great. Like the Lord's just giving you the option, you know? And it's like, which one do you genuinely want more? Like, which one sounds better to you? And I was like, well, the one with 1 kid where I'm making the same amount of money and it's a consistent schedule. Yeah. And I was like, probably that one. And she was like, then go for that one. Like both of them, you can be a light in it. Both of them, but yeah, it was just like both of them would be fine. Like either of them would be fine. And I was just like praying about it, and I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna do this one because like the other one like just sounds like more work, and honestly I'm burnt out, and I just like more one was
3
like
kids,
a literal newborn. Like they like one of the kids was literally a newborn, and I was like,
sick.
That's terrifying.
Love children.
And so I was like,
Babies
it was like 2
awesome.
other kids plus a newborn, and I was like, that is terrifying. I don't think I'm ready for that, because at that point I was 20. And so I was like, I was just a baby. And so, but like looking back now, I'm like, praise God that I chose that one, like in the Lord's providence and everything, because the other one I would have had to work Monday nights. And so I wouldn't have been able to go through Regen, because I like started going through Regen.
Shout out Regen.
Shout out Regen. 12-step program that our church does. Woohoo. And other churches in the nation.
Across the nation, baby.
Across the nation. But yeah, it was just like, and in the like when I was choosing the nannying job, I didn't know that I was going to start doing Regen. Like I didn't have any plans for that. I was just like, I don't really have a like after work schedule right now, because I still didn't really have a lot of friends. Like I was still getting kind of plugged in. I wasn't even going to Watermark at the time. I was going to a different church, but it was just kind of like,
which church?
Northway. Shout out. We love Northway.
Don't boo them.
But yeah, it was just like so cool to look back and see like either option would have been fine, but like I just had like genuinely just the schedule would have like I just was like, okay, I'm just gonna go with this one, and the Lord being like just how it worked out, and like looking back, I'm like, man, thank God I did not choose the other one so that I could have done Regen. So I don't know. It's just like cool to see how the Lord works that out. But there wasn't like some big like, hear me out, choose this one. It was just like,
That would be
genuinely
cool,
just,
but terrifying if there was.
yeah. But it was genuinely just like stepping into that of like, okay, Lord, like I'm going to trust that what you're saying is like, I can be a light with wherever I go. Like, and whatever I choose, that's my ministry. And like, you are giving me this choice and option. And like, there's not like a right answer here.
Yeah.
And like, you're going to be glorified no matter what I do.
And
And
it talks about that in Jeremiah.
Yeah.
Like Jeremiah 29:11. Great verse.
Yeah.
For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord.
I was listening to a podcast
like,
that was talking about that today.
Dude, like the Lord knows all of the decisions that we're going to make. He knows all of the screw ups that we are going to do, but yet he still is like, I still have a plan for you.
Yeah. Because even like the context of that verse, like everybody quotes that verse.
Oh, yeah.
But like the context of that verse is they're literally in exile and he has just exiled them and they're all like miserable and they're like, we want to get out of here.
We don't know
and
what we're going to be doing. And it's like, I have a plan for you.
Yeah. And he literally like right after that verse is when he's like, because there's false prophets that are prophesying that like, it's, you know, they're like, oh, your exile is almost over. Like it's like a year in or something. And they're like, your exile is almost over. And the Lord's like, nope, that's not true. It's 70 years of exile. And he's like,
you're screwed.
Not screwed, but like,
I still know the plans.
No,
I still got you.
Yeah. But like genuinely, he's like, yeah, right. But he's like, no, like I want you to like build houses here. I want you to settle down here. I want you like do not just be like packed up, ready to leave at the moment's notice. Like, no, like you're going to be here for 70 years. But like, if you help them thrive, then you're going to thrive. Like, and just like, that has been a verse that the Lord has used so much, like not the Jeremiah 29:11, but like if they thrive, you thrive. And so like settling down and being like, hey, I like, even with my nannying job at certain points, I was like, I do not like this. And I just felt like the Lord was like,
children.
Yeah. Yeah. But just genuinely felt like the Lord was like, I've put you here and this is where I have you. And so if like you have to just let them, like you have to help them thrive and then you're going to thrive. Right. And like just that verse of just like, yeah, I have good plans for you. And like, I still have good plans for you in exile. Like not saying I was exiled, but like how even in like certain situations and everything where it's like, this doesn't look great, but the Lord being like, but I still have good plans for you. And like, there are plans to like prosper you. And like, that was his plan for once they were out of exile too, you know? Okay. But anyway, that's just a little tangent on Jeremiah 29. So
29? Please don't tell anybody I did that. 29? Sorry.
It's
I'm single head. You really have shame.
No.
And it's on the podcast.
I have no shame. Don't tell anybody I said that. It's okay.
But
I'm fine.
Anyway,
I'm fine.
Any final closing thoughts? We'll probably wrap this episode up, but any final closing thoughts?
If Batman versus Superman were to happen, Superman would absolutely crush Batman.
Mm.
It depends.
No, it doesn't.
Yes,
Batman would absolutely do a fight with Superman. I'm sorry.
This is a really great closing statement.
I saw her eyes roll.
She was like, oh my gosh.
I was trying not to roll my eyes.
You said any closing thoughts? No.
Questions about the job.
The job. No.
Or just faith or the Bible or God.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah.
What she said. Any closing thoughts? I think that in having a idea of, hey, the Lord is trying to tell me something, we've got to get more in tune with the voice of the Lord.
Yeah.
Whatever that looks like for each individual, because the Lord speaks in different ways. To some, he could be that booming voice. To some, he is a quiet whisper. To be able to hear what he is saying, you've got to be able to give a chance to listen to it. That's something that I've had to learn, and I've been taught by my brother of just like, hey, when you are praying, like, be silent. Let every thought leave your mind and just kind of ask the Lord specific questions or ask the Lord questions. And then wait for a response.
Yeah.
And not like, oh, I'm going to wait to see if, but it's like, no. He's going to respond. What is he going to say?
Yeah.
Because when we put that, all right, if he responds, the thought is like, well, the Lord's too busy, or like he doesn't want to talk to me. Like, dude, one, get over yourself.
Mm.
The creator of the universe is too busy. Baloney. Like, he knows everything that's going on, and he still wants to have a relationship with you. Dude, think
Yeah.
about it. Like, he's not too busy for that.
Mm.
He's not, oh, I'll text you when I have time. No, like, the Lord wants to talk to you, bro. Take the time to sit and listen. But also, I'm like, when I have like the ideas or those thoughts coming into my mind of like, all right, this is what the Lord is saying to me, write it down.
Yeah.
Take the time to be like, all right, if he's saying a specific thing to me, write it down. See what that means. But then if you have doubts that that is what the Lord is saying, take it to scripture.
Yep.
Examine it. Like,
You should take it to scripture regardless.
Regardless.
I'm just going to say that.
like,
If it
figure out
contradicts-
what it's saying, and
Yeah.
if it contradicts what scripture is talking about the Lord,
Mhm.
that's not of the Lord.
Yeah.
But if it's, hey, like, I have good plans for you. Okay, cool. What does that say? Do I have to wait for those good plans? Possibly. Is it going to happen immediately? Who knows? But to be able to like examine that, one, you're becoming biblically literate, which means you're growing closer to the Lord because you're reading his word.
Mhm.
Two, you're able to share that with others because when you're biblically literate, it starts to encompass everything about who you are. Go
Mhm.
for it.
Yeah. That's so good. Well,
But Batman would lose in a fight against Superman.
I agree. I really do agree.
Thank you.
I agree. Yes, I do.
You just want the conversation.
No, I agree.
You just want to do you
Look at
over.
the camera like, you see? This is what I deal with.
These are the Yahoos.
Yes. All right, we're done.
Batman would win. No,
I agree.
Batman's gonna
No,
die.
Superman
Batman
win.
would get crushed.
Yeah, because
Okay,
Superman literally has
I
like human.
said it's circumstantial because if Batman gets prep time, he is whooping Superman.
No,
If they pull up hands just boxing, yes, Superman wins.
dog.
He's got power.
Okay,
Batman has brains.
Superman has literally. If you think about it, if you think about it,
like,
That's fine.
we're gonna have a conversation about this later. But Batman is gonna lose. I'm not gonna be wrong. You're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? She came down in a bubble, dog.